It's Lyrics and Lies. And you got your girl right here, Shay, on the mic. And to my right is
Money Green.
my mic sounds nice. Check one.
Check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby, 1, 2.
Okay, we got y'all. We there with y'all.
It's Money. Ready with the 1, 2 checker. Lyrics and liners in effect, but we're the wrecker. The track's about the honey shaking butts in their backs and booties of the cuties that he's shaking but relaxing. The action is packed and it's jammed like a closet. Beats bound to get you up, cold flowing like a faucet. Whoa.
Okay now.
Telling y'all.
We flowing.
Man.
We've been flowing on these episodes, huh? That's Money Green doing his little rap sessions.
Regs and Effects, Teddy Riley.
I don't know. We might have to do a cipher up in here one time. Get some folks up here and be on the cipher. Have our own cipher.
Jasmine, I'm gonna send this to Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh Lord, here we go.
All I want to do is zoom, and boom, boom.
Oh my God.
Jazzy Jasmine.
You got that out?
Jazzy Jasmine Sullivan.
You get that out?
That's right, baby girl. Anyway, I actually zoned out for real.
I see you zoned out for real.
I was actually like right next to her talking to her.
Oh my gosh, in your dreams.
Talking to her.
But anyway, Money Green, I was thinking, I was just out and I was saying, what would be the top pickup lines that sometimes women use pickup lines on men and men use pickup lines on women. But I was on my way to the doctor's about a couple of weeks ago. And this guy said, hey, you sure look warm. Now, what that mean?
Ooh.
You sure look warm? Is it because he's trying to say something he couldn't think of? Or he wasn't sure he should be saying anything? And that might have been a misshoot. He didn't come out with the right thing he wanted to say.
Oh, he came out with what he wanted to say.
It just didn't sound like it made sense.
It does.
You sure look, ooh girl, you sure look warm. It was cold outside.
Think about it.
No, break it down. Because I don't get that one. I've heard some tough ones, but I ain't get that one.
It's cuffing season. And men are supposed to cuddle up and cuff a nice big mama.
Oh, so that's his prospect of who he needs to be warm with.
He's saying you're going to supply him with the body heat he deserves.
Oh, MG.
The only option or alternate meaning would be you look a little warmer than 98.6 and he like to be inside of you. So you pick which one. Did he look perverted or did he look like he was a Mac Daddy? If he a Mac Daddy, he just talking to you like he's trying to pick you up.
Nah, he looked I was a little scared.
If he's a pervert, well, if you was scared. And
I looked at him, I said, I had a puzzled look because I wasn't sure about what he was saying, and I went on into my appointment.
Oh, you talking about getting up in there?
Well,
yeah,
I disappeared and he disappeared
into
my doctor's appointment.
He going right forward. You look warm. My ding cold. That's probably what he's saying. That's actually a good pickup line now. Think about it.
That is the awful.
He should have added the second part.
Maybe he didn't know to do that.
But he should have said the second part first. How you doing?
But I would have thought that was sexual harassment.
My eggplant is cold. And you sure look warm.
You is dumb.
Or my dang's cold. You look warm. Like a sweater.
He said that jolly. He said it almost like he wasn't sure of what to say.
He didn't want to say you look hot. Yeah, it was, you know.
Oh no.
He shot his shot.
And he missed.
Was he older?
Yeah, he was an older man.
Old guy, yeah. So yeah, he's looking for somebody, a young little thick thing to cuddle up with. So that's what you look like to older.
Well, I walked on by.
Old players. And he watched you walk by.
And I walked by and kept it moving to my appointment.
And when you walked by, he said, "Oh, should have got that girl. Oh, I could have had it, got that girl.
Good.
Oh, look at that
so,
butt.
So since they call women cougars, what are men?
I should have had it, got that.
What do they just call them sugar daddies? It gotta be
Sugar
name.
daddies.
That's it?
Or the old player. Or the old Mac. Or, I don't know.
But I heard some pickup lines, and if when y'all tune in to our podcast, if y'all could, put a little message, let us know some of the pickup lines that was said to you, women or men, because women can say some things too out the way. You had anybody, maybe not pickup lines, but say something like out the way to you, kind of.
Well,
like,
wait a minute. Why you gonna skip right over pickup lines? What you think? I'm not fine enough.
No, I'm just saying. Did you do a pickup line, or did? I'm giving you options. I'm giving you options of what to use. No one's saying that at all. No one is saying that at all. Money Green.
I'm getting offended.
Well, I didn't mean to offend.
Because I have you to know that I still have a high degree of handsomeness. Shoot. I still got it going on in the eyes of some felines. And some say, meow. And some say, and some say,
okay.
And you can best believe.
You got some cats out there.
Best believe. I get there's some hair brushed up against my leg from time to time. But pickup lines, there are a lot of different ways that I've been come on to by a woman. In my lifetime or recently, I guess more recently, people will inbox you and say, I like how you look, or how are you doing? Simple things, small talk. And if you don't entertain it, then the ones that don't have big egos, they just leave you alone. If they do have big egos, they gonna say something else, and they gonna inquire as if something is wrong with you. But
yeah, I've had like someone say something, and they said it, they whispered it, and they wanted you to say something. So they said, hey, do their pickup line that way.
My favorite pickup. Now, I've had a woman, I remember being at a club, and a woman come on to me, hey, how you doing? You would be perfect for my girlfriend. Can you come here? Hold on, right here. Hold on. I want you to meet her. I've had that happen before. I've had people say, a little small talk with them and say, hey, well, write down my number real quick. Things like that, real nonchalant, real smooth. I've had some players. Actually, I had a couple of players, and it felt funny when I had some female players come on to me. Because my eyes are so open, or my mind, my third eye is so open, that I see it coming when it happens. It's like in my face. You know what I'm saying? And it sort of makes you freeze for a second, because you're like, dang, she acting like such and such. Dang, I said something like that before. Dang, she's bold. Because bold women, some don't give a damn, but some can really turn somebody off, because some men don't like aggressive women. And you don't even have to be really aggressive. You can just be a little aggressive, and some men are turned off. So just imagine a very aggressive woman. It really turned some people off.
Well, yeah, I can see that. So if I see somebody that I like, I usually use jokes or little my jokes, or say something in a joking way and get the conversation going.
You turn to Wanda Sykes, huh?
I don't go that hard as Wanda Sykes, but I might say something, or I might
You can stop right there. You can stop right there. And I'm glad you said y'all in the store. Dude in the daggone cheese section. Dang! All the American cheese is gone? Don't you hate that? You like American cheese too? So do I. Oh my goodness. You do something like that?
No.
Okay. All right, well, y'all get to the salami section. I'm glad you're here. Can you know anything about salamis? What size is a good size of salami? Like this one right here? Or are you more like this one right here?
No, Money Green. So usually, let's say I'm at the bar, and I'm with some friends, and guys like to get your attention. So we was having a conversation. We was talking. So this guy said, "Is anybody sitting right here?" And I said, "Yeah." seriously. He said, for real? Because I ain't seen nobody come over there. I said, yeah, somebody sent me.
And you said, don't you see all this ass?
I didn't say that. But anyway, I was so serious that he was like, oh, okay, no problem. I'm sorry. But you know, I said, it's like I'm just playing with you. You can see here. I just was trying to see what reaction I would get out of you if I told you nobody said it.
They ain't say you touch my
Bam,
leg.
in a conversation.
Touch my leg, you get a reaction. Touch me right there. Put your hand right there.
Conversation sometimes, you know, when you're joking or say something funny, that sometimes sparks a conversation.
Mm-hmm. So what happened to that guy?
That was just for that night.
Did you
wasn't going any further.
So y'all just hit it off that night, and
no phone numbers exchanged.
Oh, so you just hit it and quit it?
I just had the conversation for that night. That was it. He wasn't interested to me like that for me to go any further than that night.
So after y'all had sex that night,
we didn't have sex that night.
Oh,
we had a conversation.
Oh,
thank you. That's
my
it.
bad.
Mm-hmm. You went too far.
No body language.
Mm.
So what happened?
I told you we talked that night, and then when it was time for me to leave, I told him I had a great time meeting you. He said, "Me too," and I laughed.
He said, "Me too." He said, "Well, what about my drink? I bought you.
He didn't buy me a drink.
Yeah, so you mad about it?
I already bought my drink before he sat down.
So why you let him buy you one?
I was already drinking when he sat down.
You could just took yours to the head. Or gave yours to your less attractive girl.
That's messed up.
Your less attractive friend, and accepted a new one from him.
Nah.
Like, hey, it's a little watered down, but you take that one.
So, no.
So wait, just straight off topic a little bit. What were you drinking? What's your drink of choice? Or what were you drinking that night?
I don't remember the name because the bartender she had a special drink that night. It was a drink special that night that she was trying out. So it didn't have a name.
No, the Salami Sunrise.
No, it wasn't no Salami Sunrise. I do have a picture of it.
I'm still in the grocery store.
Yeah, I see. You didn't come out the store.
My bad.
You didn't make your purchase and come out.
I'm gonna get up.
But I got a picture on my phone of the drink she made.
But is the guy in the picture?
No.
So you just sat there and talked to that guy all night. Did y'all dance?
We was there like Fridays. You don't dance on Fridays.
So what's the purpose of all this? Okay, so tell me something that somebody said that made you get the phone number, or made you give him your phone number, and y'all carry things on.
Well, okay. Over the summer, I went to a cookout, and I thought it was gonna be all these people bunned up. I was like, oh gosh, this is just a bunned up. Soon we gonna go. My friend Karen with me. Shout out to KB.
The cookout. We back to meat. Okay, go ahead.
So while I was at the cookout, somebody caught my eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, but I wasn't sure if they was with somebody or waiting for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So we made eye contact. Later on that night, I guess he got the nerve to come over and speak and introduce himself.
Oh my goodness!
And then we talked for a little while. We exchanged numbers, and we started talking, and we had one out this summer. We went out a couple of times this summer.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't do nothing. I'm just joking about that. I ain't gotta answer that question.
I mean, that's a personal, just like everybody.
I'm joking. But you made eye contact with him because you noticed him first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you caught his eye and y'all made eye contact. Why did he have to come over to you later?
He decided to come over to me later.
How come you didn't wave him over?
Because, to be honest, where he was sitting, it was a whole bunch of couples. So I saw him looking at his phone. So I assumed that whoever was on their way, because he was on his phone.
You supposed to say body language. Put that phone down and come over here.
No, I didn't do anything. I said I'll wait till a little later, and I'll see. I was watching to see if a lady friend came. So I didn't see a lady friend come. So he was on his way to the bathroom. So that's why he came over and said something. And why not? Shoot, why not? If he liked what he saw, he could come over and say something.
But he couldn't see much.
He saw much because I had stood up a couple of times.
You showed him that stuff. He's like, hey.
And somebody said, he said, do you know? He told me he asked somebody who I was.
You stood
Who's
up.
that girl with the hips?
You stood up and said, hey, look at what I'm.
Say say that.
Look at what
Listeners,
No, I'm talking
not
about physically.
listeners.
I mean physically. You said, hey. Your body said, hey. Look what I'm working with.
Anyway.
You want these fish and chips and hippie hips?
Anyway. That's the deal. That's the deal. That's what went on. But you know, it's always different ways to bring people over, you know, to the yard. Yeah, that's what I felt. Bring them to the yard. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened.
I mean, you got plural milkshakes. Your milkshakes.
Milkshakes. So there we go.
Bring all the grown men to the yard.
The yard.
Some that are cold.
It's powder.
Some that are cold. You sure look warm.
You dumb.
But one of my favorite come-ons, I was in the bank and I had the tank top on. And this lady standing behind me, she did not need anything. And she just grabbed my bicep. And she said, excuse me. And she just asked me a question that she didn't need to answer to. She just wanted to touch my arm. And I let her feel it because men are rarely come on to. I think you have tiers of men. You have this upper tier where you have men might be built like The Rock, and some women love real muscular men or whatever it is. Men that are, I guess, super desirable. I can't even think of somebody else that has a lot of muscles or something like that. But a woman may be say Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yes.
Say a man.
Michael
you okay?
B. Jordan.
So a man built like him with a rock, they have a tank top or something on, something that accentuates their arms or shoulders or deltoids. Women may touch them a lot. They may get that a lot. But to me, it's rare that somebody comes on to me by touching me.
Right.
So it felt good. But I was being sexually harassed. But I didn't mind.
How did you get sexually harassed and she just touched you and said, excuse me, sir,
No,
I got a question.
she touched she was right here on this bicep, touching this horseshoe right there. And she did not remove her hand, and this is skin-to-skin contact. That's sexual harassment. That's the equivalent.
So you're in the Me Too march?
No, that's the equivalent of feeling girls in the butt.
But now women do that to men.
Like, you know how if you touch a woman in the club, touch the woman on her arm, and she gonna yank away, or she gonna look at you like you crazy. Some women gonna turn first and see who you are, and if they like who you are, or they like how you look, or they like something about you, they're gonna say, yes. Thank goodness I've been on that side.
I wish I could see his face when he said it.
Yeah, but thank goodness I've been on that side of the spectrum because I'm not a big grabber. I'm touchy-feely, but I've learned not to just grab on a woman like you Teddy Pendergrass or somebody. Come here, woman. I don't do all that kind of
Take
stuff.
him off.
Yeah, but sometimes you get a woman's attention, and I like to do it verbally, but if you're in a loud place, I don't even want to be all loud and everything. But sometimes you touch them softly on the arm or whatever.
Tap.
I ain't gonna tap.
You can tap.
But
Tap is fine.
I've been on the side where they turn around and be like, yes, what can I do for you? How you doing? Or something like that. Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And if I keep eating and I stop working out, think like, you don't get your biscuit eating number 6, number 8, and number 4 ordering ass up out my face.
There are some women who like healthy men.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to be fat and greasy.
Right, but I'm just saying
Not saying all fat people are greasy. For all you
there are
politically
some
correct
men
people.
there are some women who like big men too.
Well,
But the pickup lines are, it all depends on the age too of the person picking you up. Sometimes the young guys will come up with some cute little pickup lines, and you be like, "Oh, that's cute."
Yeah, and
How old are you?
Tell me about the pickup lines because I've never been a pickup line person.
I'm not, I mean, hey beautiful or something like that. That's usually the line. Or sometimes in the summertime, depending on where we are,
Hello, beautiful.
yeah, which is like, really? You could have came up with something more.
Yeah, but if you were depressed,
It probably would have been
or
great.
you were insecure, or had low self-esteem,
It probably would have been great.
yeah, but you call me inside your head. You call me beautiful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And they be like, oh, I got one. But they don't know any better. So I'm going to teach my son like real communication skills.
Well, I think if you just be yourself.
But that's a great skill.
And
that should be your best skill.
Yeah, be yourself and just have a conversation or just, talk to the person. You don't need a pickup line.
I had this woman.
The pickup line is being you.
I had this woman. So now I'm going to jog my memory, come up with some things. I had this woman invite me to her house. Somebody needed something, and I ordered something on social media. Or I said, oh yeah, I'm coming to get a couple of them. And this girl got into the thread, and I knew her. She got into the thread. She was like, oh, pick me one up too. Don't you live in such and such city? I was like, nah, but it's not too far away. Well, if you don't mind, can you bring one and I'll pay you when you get here? So just buy me one. I was like, all right. So I went ahead and bought 3, 2 for me and 1 for her. And I was taking it to her because we've always been cool. And when I got to the door, I said, hey, well, I called her before I came up. And I said, hey, what's up? And she's like, hey, come on in. And she did it so smoothly because it wasn't like she answered the door. And she was like, oh, hey, come on in here. She opened the door and was like, hey, come on in here. I'm like, oh, let me stand out there. Come on in here. And I walked in and we got to talking, and I wasn't trying to talk because I asked her where to go. And she was like, hey, but we started talking. She was like, yeah. You know what? Let me show you my such and such because I don't know how if I put this thing together right. And she took me back to her bedroom. And she's like, this is put together, but I don't trust it. How is this? And we were at her bed. So she had enough gain to get me all the way back to her bed room, but I was on friend mode and friend zone. I shouldn't have been. But I'm a gentleman, so I ain't just gonna knock down everything that crosses my path. I'm picky about what I sticky.
Okay, Tyrone.
I ain't use a Tyrone voice, but I did rhyme, you know what I'm saying? But but I'm trying to think of some more pickup lines.
It's and you know what? I can't think of all of them right now, but that one stood out because it just happened recently, and I couldn't believe it. And some of them are the ones that always come. What's that one you've been walking around my mind all day or something?
Like do your feet hurt because you've been walking through my mind all day?
Yeah, some people are still using that.
I had a woman check me out one time. I didn't know, but she was about to leave this event, and she said, "Hey, how you doing? Can you take my phone number down?" And I looked at her like she was not like she was crazy. I didn't want to insult her. I was like, "What's going on?" She said, "Well, I like how you carried yourself and how I was watching you, and I don't just give my number to anybody, but I can trust things with you. Give me a call sometime." So I've had that happen a few times. Just being smooth for no reason.
But that's a pickup line, but just a smooth way of doing it.
Just being smooth
or some guys, put their number in your phone.
I ain't doing all
do
that.
Something slick or give them they have a business card.
I ain't doing that.
So some men do that.
I ain't doing that.
So they have all that. Like, what you give me this for? Oh, this is my business card. This is what I do. Give me a call if you ever need some help on A, B, and C. Oh, okay. See what you want. So.
Yeah,
but being yourself isn't. I did have this young guy. He was really too young. I was old enough to be his aunt. But he was at my son's mentoring program, and he was one of the mentors. He was in college. He hadn't been back in a while. So he's like, "Hey, Miss Sherry, how you doing? You doing okay?" He's like, I wanted to discuss some ideas that for the moms. I have some good ideas. And since you've been here the longest, I want to run it past you. That's what he used to get me on the phone. And then we talked, and he asked, could he take me out? And I said, baby, how old are you? He said, I'm 26. I said, woo, I'm old enough to be your aunt. I was going to say, Mom, I said, no, you're a little bit too young for me. That's too young.
He said, I like aunts.
That's what he said.
Yeah, see?
And I said, but that's okay. You're going to have to like cousins. because you're a little bit too young for me. But that was slick how he did it.
Yeah, but I don't like being slick either.
Yeah, but that was a slick way. I guess he didn't know how to come out and say it because there was a lot of people around.
Yeah.
So he did it that way.
I like being direct.
Yeah,
And
I like people who are direct too, but some people gotta use what they think works for them. So he figured this angle would work for him,
Yeah, but
so he did it.
That's the little slicks and stuff with an indirect approach or beating around the bush.
Yeah,
but I've had people,
and that's a way that you're kind of your feelings is not going to be hurt as much.
Yeah,
you know what
forget
I'm
all
saying?
Forget the
I mean, that's what the person feels, not you. We talking about that person.
I've had the inbox hit up or the DMs hit up.
I've been inboxed.
What they say?
One of the guys was another young guy again. He was like, "Hey, wasn't you at so and so's party? I saw that she was on Facebook. I just wanted to say what's up." I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "You sure you know who I am?" "Yeah, I'm sure you know. You described me and everything."
He was like, "Oh yeah."
He's like, "Yeah." I was like, I know your mother, right?" "Yeah," but he was too young. Plus, it was a whole bunch. It was a mess, and I wasn't trying to go there with that person. So I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting these little youngins.
You ain't trying to breastfeed?
I'm not trying to breastfeed. I have powder. There's no more milk there.
You ain't trying to burp nobody?
Nah, I'm trying to have some full-grown men here.
All right.
Not no babies. I remember he described it and everything. He's like, I like older women. They right up my alley. He said, whenever you ready, I'm here. I was like, okay. So you stay right over there.
I've had the inbox hit up.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
Can you think
what's that term? I've been
messenger?
No. When people propose, they propose to you. They say things like, "Do you ever come to New York?" Or if you ever come to New York, we need to get together. And
like a proposition right there. They're propositioning you.
And I've had one or two people talking about coming to the area to see me. I ain't entertaining that. I ain't entertaining on New York. I ain't been to New York in ages. I've gotten some, and that's another thing. I've gotten some pics. I got some private pics.
Wow. People are bold, aren't they?
Yeah.
Got some bold folks.
Now, I don't mind those, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh gosh.
Because it's perverted for a man. And this is a double standard in society, but this is a good double standard for the woman. And y'all may see it differently, but there's always double standards in the men's favor. But this is in the woman's favor because men always send eggplant pics to women. Just out of the clear blue. Woman like, "Oh, he nasty, he a pervert." Women send those, and you're like, she must really like me. Because some men are so gullible, or we're so thrown off track by our senses, so we see things. We see, smell things. We see, smell, touch. That's it. We ain't got to hear anything. Hearing is great too, because I had a crush on Toni Braxton through the 90s because of her voice. But see, smell, touch for men. And we turn into Frankenstein. So yeah, when I got a few cherry picks, I'm like, send me a picture of that thing, okay? All right. Then you scratch your phone, see if it's a scratch and sniff.
That's not.
And it's not. So you just got to delete it and you keep it moving.
Was disappointed.
Yeah. And she might send you something. Can you work with that? And you make me one. I was like, oh my goodness.
Delete. Well, it's there's a lot of ways for the pickup lines today are different, and they come in different shapes and forms. But as men and women, we all try to do something to get each other attention.
And y'all get corny pickup lines.
Yeah.
We men.
We don't do pickup. I don't think women do pickup.
Yes,
lines.
they do.
We just be
Oh,
us.
the basic. I always get the basic. Don't I know you from somewhere? Haven't I seen you somewhere before? Like, where you from? I'm from such and such. I ain't never been there.
You got twin.
You know, but since you started talking, that's the conversation. So they didn't got the conversation going in.
Yeah. So I guess you're right. So there's just many ways to pick up men or women. We all do it. I thought it was a cute topic since it happened to me.
We got to talk about, and we ain't gonna do it now.
But I want y'all to subscribe and like our channel. And if you're single out there, you can also, don't leave no eggplant pics.
Inbox, say on the mic.
Inbox.
In DM or inbox. If you're on Facebook, you inbox Shay on the mic a picture of your eggplant, fellas.
Please do not do that, fellas.
Find her on Instagram. What's your name on Instagram? What's your IG account? Huh?
When we get, we'll have to come back with that.
Find Shay on the mic on Instagram and send her an eggplant pic.
Please don't.
Because she said I can't say the word.
Please, no eggplant pics. But
and
this right here was no lies or no lyrics at all. It was just
there's
talk.
some lies in there.
It was maybe a few, but not that many.
Lies.
Most of it was true.
Lyrics and game.
Truth. Oh, this was truth and game. This is all about the game. There we go.
I ain't
game.
It's
all about
game.
game.
And I ain't telling y'all to send me no pictures and no cherries.
But he just told you to say.
But I will say this. If you send, if 3 women send a cherry, that's a jackpot.
OMG. So we're going to go out on that. So this is Shay on the mic saying I'm out. And Money Green.
That's the jackpot going on.
I got money. See y'all next time.
I'm rich. I got the money. I'm rich.